A very particular high-level rivalry this, Germany and Italy, two great nations who pursue excellence. Historically, Italy's record against Germany is very good, but of course, history counts for very little on the day.
Welcome to the field.
There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. Everybody standing for the national anthem of Italy. They have thrown down the gauntlet with that anthem. Now to match it. Two of the great trophy-winning nations of Europe.
Well, this is just the sort of game, Peter, that you want to see in the final. Past clashes in such stages have been epic, really charged affairs when you think back to 1970, 82, 2006. So I hope this one turns out to be half as good and we can all go home happy.
There's the whistle, and here we go. Jim, you've played in games of this nature. Who can make the difference?
Well, Nicolo Barella is by all accounts a jack of all trades, and I think that's a very good way of describing how this player operates, because he's growing into one of Italy's most important midfielders, and he always has a say in what's going on, and he looks like captain material for the future. I think this guy has a lovely presence about him.
He would be the obvious choice, wouldn't he? He certainly has all the right qualities. Now it's Havertz. Well read, nice interception. Bastoni. Di Lorenzo. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. The most accurate pass. Now it's Havertz. That has been slung wide. Tonali. Now it's Raspadori. Rudiger proves too strong. Musiala. Musiala charging forward, the ball at his feet. Havertz is onto this. And that's gone loose. And they're quick to get it back. And there's green grass ahead of him. And he has slightly undercooked that one.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
Wirtz. Quick look, then plays it in.
Well, that has caused disappointment to some, unsurprisingly, and disgust to others. What a waste.
He's having a go! Calafiori. So we're still where we started right now. Raspadori. A heavy challenge. Some excellent tackling here, and that one a perfect example. Now it's Havertz. He's had a shot! No, not quite.
He just didn't catch that one right, and he knows it.
Tonali. Oh, good spread. Politano. He's had it taken off him. Andrick. Rudiger. Adeyemi. He's picked his way through. Adeyemi's cross. That should be the goalkeeper's, and it is. Politano. There will be a throw-in. Great defending, strong and determined. Andrick. And Raum. Now it's Wirtz. And he's straight offside. Bastoni. And it's Tonali. Now it's Havertz. And it's Wirtz. Tonali. Bastoni. And he's gone looking for safety. Raspadori. Now Tonali, played out to the left flank. Played back into the centre. That has ended up in no man's land. Andrick. Adeyemi. Well, anyone who's joined us late, I can confirm that in terms of goals, at least you've missed nothing. Tonali. Politano. And it's Stiller.
That was lovely, that.
He is through here. Oh, smashing header. Well, that is clearly not the outcome he wanted.
Look, the defending wasn't too clever on that last chance. The cross had to be denied.
Bastoni. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Played out towards the right wing. Adeyemi. Adeyemi's cross. And the first 45 minutes are up. So neither team were able to take the lead, but it certainly hasn't been for the lack of trying. So there was the first half.
What an end to the half, Peter. A lot of the best action of the half coming at the very end, and I get the feeling the second half may well start in similar fashion, as we'd love to see this momentum maintained. So I'm looking forward to what's to come.
So they head in no further forward. The score here still 0-0. And we're off again.
Germany have been the team that have had the lion's share of possession and chances. OK, they haven't got much to show for it, but I think it's a case of keep going and eventually...
Havertz! A collective sigh of relief from the defence. Locatelli to Barella, and it's Locatelli, Raspadori, back in possession and ready to go again, looking for options for movement. Oh, that's fabulous. Realm. Wirtz powering forward here. He's going for goal! Big relief, it just needed better contact.
Germany seem to have deployed this as a tactic that may need reconsideration.
Bastoni. Stiller gets a foot in here. Trying their luck again.
Well, I'm not quite sure whether these longer range attempts are a tactic trying to test the goalkeeper or whether they haven't got enough craft in their game to play their way through, but it's not working. They need a fresh idea.
Spread it left. And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. Shot! Just off target.
Well, to put it this way, he's probably made better decisions.
Well into the second half, and still there's nothing between them. Tonali. Oh, good-looking ball. Now it's Havertz. And it's Stiller. He's tried one! Oh! Fantastic! He's got himself an absolute peach. He made it happen, squeezed through with sheer will and considerable accuracy.
Yeah, Peter, I think we've got to give the keeper some slack here because he didn't have the greatest view of that, but you've got to give the scorer his due as well. I mean, he had that sharpness of mind and clinical edge.
Germany have taken the lead.
Look, you can't deny that it's a blow, but this game is far from unsalvageable.
Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, I think it's pretty clear. The message is to get the job done, and the sooner the better.
Kimmich. Adeyemi. Now it's Kimmich. Oh, that's wonderful alertness. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. 1-0 the score. Chance! Oh, and they really should have been made to pay. Di Lorenzo, Barella, and Di Lorenzo, Barella, Bastoni, Alex Tonali, Raspadori, Udogi could try cutting inside here, played into the box, and the keeper gets his hands on it.
Italy really...
And again.
They just need to sort out their end product, and quickly.
Crosses it in here.
Germany clearly have been instructed to kill this off. Offence is the best form of defence.
Raspadori. And he's had it nicked away. That pass isn't the best. Pass somewhat off target. Stiller has found the net here, of course. Wits!
Oh, great feat, that.
He's had a shot! And that would have been game, set and match.
He's really trying to take this upon himself to get it won.
Substitution in progress.
Final checks on the touchline. A change about to occur. 1-0 as we head towards the end. Tonali. Now it's Keane. Now it's Raspadori. And no, that was never going to make it. Havertz looks to get on the end of this. Tonali. Now it's Keane, and they win it back again.
Italy really don't have a choice now. They just have to throw everything forward and give themselves a chance to draw level.
Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? Andrich looking to penetrate opposition lines. And it's hoisted clear. And here's Havertz. Goes for a shot! And it's in! And that should do it! Within sight of the finish line. There was no getting to that. No getting to it at all. Expertly done.
Well, Peter, I think the keeper knew straight away he was never going to get to it.
Italy making consecutive changes here.
Well, his stamina was called into question then, but there's absolutely nothing wrong with his heart and the efforts he put in. He was very willing, though, not quite able.
Germany could not have picked a better time to snatch a two-goal lead. Is there still time for a response?
Well, that's a really bitter blow. I think it's going to be very hard for them to find the character to respond from that.
Rudiger. And it's Andrich. Keep the ball and you win the game. It really is that simple. And we're done. Germany are walking off satisfied with their day's work. A result no less warranted, no less deserving of their efforts. A job done in a highly professional manner. Stiller, voted man of the match, and deservedly so. Well, how will we look back on that?
Germany really were great today. They showed a lot of battling qualities required in a game like this, such as intensity, personality, a gritty spirit. I think this result was well merited.
Remove any cars parked on the road outside
Thanks to
the
Jim.
stadium.
We both wish you a very good evening.